The devastation was like something I've never seen before. Buildings shattered and houses blown. And it wasn't those that I got to that concerned me. It was the voices and the echoes of those that we weren't going to get to, that really still. And I know I didn't get to everyone. I know. And that still haunts me, and I think will haunt me for the rest of my life. Our world was turned upside down. But the president has been not up to the standards of the leader of the free world. You know, I was sitting in a meeting and he said, oh, you Puerto Ricans, you know, you've thrown our budget out of whack. And then he gives himself a 10 out of a 10. What kind of a world leader grades himself in a humanitarian crisis? Nothing should be enough when people are dying of thirst, of hunger, or of lack of medication. The federal government didn't do things right from the beginning. We were told that they were there while the storm was passing through. So we thought, well, aid will be coming. Don't worry, aid will get here. Well, aid didn't get there. Things started moving because the heart of the American people started moving. The American people and their heart, 320 union workers that took their vacation and their time off to help. And here was FEMA saying that they couldn't get to some places because the logistics weren't good enough. And these volunteers were getting to the places with, logistics. The most important country in the world is telling an island 100 miles long or 35 miles wide that logistics is an issue. You put a man in the moon, for heaven's sake. How can logistics be an issue? Brooke Long said in Congress, we realized we had a few mishaps. I'm paraphrasing. When we began, well, sir, if you're in the business of emergency management and you have mishaps when you're setting the relief efforts up, you're not doing a good job. So FEMA should look at what happened in Puerto Rico and note that the worst case scenario book is no longer a theory. FEMA was asking Puerto Ricans to go online and register for support. For heaven's sake, we have no electricity. We have no internet. We have no communications. We had no water. And FEMA should look at what didn't go right in Puerto Rico and ensure that they have different standard operating procedures for different ways of looking at things. We have been going through a tough time. Not only in this past 2 months since Hurricane Irma and Maria, but before that. We need to set the basis for the power grid, but do microgrids. Our communities need to get the water from the rain, have desalination plants, and we need to take care of our natural resources. We need to respect that 100 by 35 miles long. And far and foremost, we need to be proud of who we are. Damn it, we are Puerto Ricans. We are as good as anybody else. We're no better, but we're as good as anybody else.